There are a lot of advantages to going to the office that I go now. Before, I felt, I was always in a room full of people. It was a never-ending crowd. It took a long time to get in, a long time to get out. And I felt like when I was there that I was just being moved through. I was just a number.
My practice before AudioMD have to describe as frustrated because I never had time for my patient.
When you know that it's going to be frustrating to get your coverage paid and you have experiences like that, I think that, and I think others would agree that sometimes you wait until you're really ill to go to the doctor. You hope that you'll get better if you're sick. And so you tend to sometimes avoid care you might really need because you don't want to deal with the expense and the frustration of the experience that you think you're going to have and have had in the past.
When you go to your regular doctor, they're trying to check boxes, and I've had my doctor tell me before, I'd like to talk to you about that, but I really can't right now, and there's only so much time I'm permitted to spend with you. And
if you're accepting insurance at your practice, every time a patient comes in is the only time you can bill. That's why you only are allowed a few minutes per patient.
I feel healthier now. I don't know if that's psychological because I feel like there's somebody on my side that I know that if I have a problem, I can call her or text her or email her and she will get back with me immediately.
When I walked in, it was almost immediately obvious that things were different. The availability to get an appointment, not having to wait, the amount of time that was spent during the initial visit, just completely different than what I had experienced in the past.
She can breathe and is able to spend time with me without feeling rushed, pushed because she had X amount of paperwork to fill out or, watching the clock.
It helps me that I know that no matter what I'm going through or what, I can pick up that phone and text her, call her, email her, whatever, and know that she's there and she's available for me. Even when she went on vacation, she was available to me and she was out of the country. I always feel her constant support. I can pick up that phone, and having gone through what I went through last year, that means a lot to me.
To me, it's really more about the relationship that you have because it's only a phone call away or an email away or texting away. If it's something that you need right now, that's the other thing I found. I texted Maria and asked her to refill my inhaler, and 5 minutes later, Publix calls me and said my prescription is ready for me. Well, I can't even imagine what I would have to go through to do the same thing with a typical doctor.
I think the quality of care is better because they know me. They just don't know my name and my date of birth, but they know me as a person. And I think that makes the care that I'm getting now better than what I used to get.
Yeah, the medicine practice now is a relationship system where I get to know the patient and they also get to know me. I spend more time with them, learn about them, learn things about them. And basically the approach is proactive medicine rather than reactive medicine. Therefore, my patients tend to stay healthier and happier.
So when I was initially referred to Dr. Tran's practice, I am a bit of a researcher, so I went online, looked him up, and found a lot of information about him with the doctors.com and all these different bulletin boards, and was able to read dozens and dozens of testimonials. And one of the things that just immediately jumped out at me was that a lot of them were from coworkers, from nurses, from orderlies, from custodial staff, people that worked with him. And to see folks holding him in such high regard, it was pretty impressive. And so having gotten to know him personally now and working with him, it's not that he's just a great doctor, he's a great guy.
Because of the way I'm practicing medicine now and I have a much smaller patient base, I don't need as many staff. Before I had 2 nurses, an office manager, a person who did only pre-authorization with insurance, someone who knew only insurances aspect and under billing. So I had multiple staff just to be able to keep me up and running. So now when patients call in, they talk to me. When I have lab results to give them, I talk to them. If they have questions, whether they text or email or call me, it's me that answers them.
We talk about the goals, the steps, what we need to do to get there, how integrative medicine helps over the customary type of doctoring. Dr. Kaeli worries about the whole body, the whole mind, the whole experience so that we go through, and it's totally a different experience. Like I say, it feels like you're talking to family.
I didn't tell them, I have this great doctor, you should see him. I would be with my friends and they say, you're so different, you look so good. They said, you're so much more relaxed and you've dropped weight, and quite a bit of weight. And they could tell, they said I had a glow, which I haven't ever been told that before. So I didn't have to even tell people that I'm feeling better because of this doctor. People could walk in a room and see that I was different. And that made it easy for me to be able to tell them, well, this is why I feel that way.